Today we're on our way to Ohio to help Saunders Machine Works overhaul their shop. Stay tuned. All right, we are here. Check it out, Saunders Machine Works. And this is the building. This is where we're going. Beautiful shop. Let's get inside and see what we can build. Inside, we saw the shop and met the team. It was an awesome experience to meet John in person after watching his YouTube channel, NYC CNC, for years. His videos were such a large part of me learning how to machine. After a quick tour of the shop, we started working on the first two builds, the aluminum and steel mod vise tables. We made a quick model with MakerPipe Minis to make sure we had a good starting point. All right, we've got the go-ahead to start with the mod vise table. We did a model and got all the dimensions just right. So now it's time to build. We've got something special though. John picked out red conduit and got a whole bunch of it, 150 sticks for us to cut up. And you can see that it comes already pre-painted red. So this is a new thing. I haven't worked with red EMT, colored EMT before. So that should be really cool. You can get it, instead of having to deal with wrap and apply wrap, it comes already colored. And then we've got our setup here. We're gonna start building and see if we can't make this first table. Been working on the first one, and we've got the frame pretty much all set. We've got to put the top on. John has this really nice plastic here, this gray plastic that's super heavy duty. So we're going to use that as the top. And then we're going to also put some casters on the bottom. But we've gotten the thumbs up and we're going to keep going. We're making a lot of progress. So as you guys saw, we've got rack number 1, and then over there by Jake, we've got rack number 2, assembly table number 2. And then we are working on a cart for the fixture plates. And it's gonna hold about 5 fixture plates. And we've got some of it started here. We've got a real loose sketch. We've got place for 1 horizontal, and then we've got a rack, 5 slots to have them bookshelf style. So this is going to be a cart, and there's a rough sketch. So that's what we're working on now. It is about 10:30 or so, but we finished the next build. We finished the pallet rack and inspection. So these are fixture plates that Saunders Machine Works machines, and it's one of their popular products. And this is for, in a CNC machine, mounting work and holding it in place. So it's machined on all of these big CNCs, and then they need a way to transport it and get it to the QC and packaging area. So that's what this cart's all about. It had to hold a good amount of weight, so we wanted to build it strong, and we got 9 casters on there. That's one of the limitations. They hold 150 pounds each. And then these slots are for the pallets to be stacked like books in a bookcase. So one will lay flat there, and there's a couple different sizes. And yeah, it's we'll talk to the crew tomorrow, see what they think. But another build down, that's number 3. The next morning, we showed John and the team the builds that were finished the night before. We tested out the pallet cart and gave John some recommendations on building techniques for future builds. Then we moved on to the biggest build of the 5, the pack station. This is the reason why we were here. John showed us an example of a table he liked and told us about the custom features it needed to have. It was important for us to nail this build and make sure it had everything they wanted, so we made a model of it first. After the model was finished, we grabbed some coffee and started working. Okay, we've run into a little bit of a mid-play call here. We were looking at the run here across the front of the table, and it was about 5 feet, excuse me, plus a little bit. And just thought, there's going to be a lot of heavy things on the table. We better put a support right in the middle. So we're doing a little bit of surgery on the middle of the table after we got it assembled. But we're going to have a vertical here just to distribute some of that load on the top of the pack station. All right, night 2, we are locked in. This is a Saunders Machine Works lock-in. We're finishing up the packaging table, and it looks amazing. We've got lots of goodies to fit their process, and we're really proud of it, and we want to make sure that this gets finished, that John's in a good place with him and his team, and he's got what he needs. So we're working hard late again tonight. All right, it has been 2 long days here at Saunders Machine Works. We have built everything that John was looking for, I think, and maybe a little bit more. But we've worked really hard. Jake and I have been building for 2 long nights. It's 1 a.m. right now, and we just want to go through all the builds and show you guys what we've made. So 2 main products that Saunders Machine Works makes are the mod vices, which are fixturing vices for CNC machines. And they've got 2 versions. They've got aluminum and they've got steel. And these are 2 assembly tables for those 2 products. And some of the key things that they needed was quick access to the hardware, to the machined parts. Look at those beautiful machine vise by Saunders Machine Works. And then anti-seize, if you've ever dealt with that stuff, it gets everywhere. So we needed to contain that, have the tools needed, and even some paper towels there. So we've also made a spot down here for boxes. So when you're packing that up and assembling this, just take a box everything's right there at your fingertips. So we've got those two. Next, we moved on to a real challenge on how to address this. Another big product category for Saunders Machine Works is their fixturing plates. These are large aluminum or steel plates that you can bolt mod vices to or other things inside of a CNC machine. And this cart, they needed a way for these plates to dry when they come out of the machine because they have coolant on them. So that's what this part is for. And then also storage as they produce them, slots for storage. And these are PVC pipes so that the steel and aluminum plates don't get damaged on the conduit. And so we've got that. And the whole cart had to carry a good amount of weight too. These plates range from 50, 100 pounds and on up. So we wanted to make the structure as robust as possible to carry that weight. And some of the details you can see, we did a kind of a dual, like a truss here, joined in the middle. So that should be really rigid. And we just had a lot of casters, 9 casters. Each one of them hold 150 pounds. So we tested it out and they were happy with it. So that makes us happy. After they get machined, they need to be packed. And they have a series of boxes, inner and outer boxes, and then they needed a place to set it down and then box it all up. So we made this cart. This was the last thing that we built. Pretty simple, but gives the boxes good storage and easy to see and easy to grab. So this is for packing the fixture plates. And then the big build, and the reason why we came here, because initially, again, I was just commenting on an Instagram post that I saw John make with a need for a packing table. And this is the packing table that we made today. There's a lot of cool features to this, and they haven't seen this yet. I hope they love it. We've talked a lot with the team about what they need, how they pack. So this is a product of that, of their process to make it easier for them to work. But you can see that they've got lots of box storage. You got box storage up top. You've got labels, paper, bubble wrap, miscellaneous things that they'll put on the slanted shelf here. Large work surface that we tried to size appropriate to what they were packing. And if you zoom in here and take a close look, John had this amazing thick plastic top in the shop that we were able to carve up and use as the tabletop and for the shelves, which is just phenomenal. Really lucky to work with that. And we've got more box storage down here, another shelf, and then some cool things we did is, this is their tape dispenser. Check it out. They've got some really sweet branded Saunders Machine Works tape. So if you order for them, and please do, that's how it's going to come. That's mounted right here. Spray bottles for solvents and other things. We've got the stretch tight, easy to get to, and has a place for it. So yeah, we really think that we hit all the boxes, checked all the boxes, but tomorrow when we show this to the team and John, they're the judge, because hopefully it has to fit the way they work. This morning we went to the shop and we had a chance to show off all the builds. We got some great feedback from the team, and I think they really liked them. So we even got a chance to replace their old packaging table with the new one. So we ripped that out. It was over 5 years old, and we slid in the one we built. So they're happy, and that makes us happy. And again, we want to thank John. John, thanks for having us in your shop and inviting us. If you haven't had a chance already, check out NYC CNC on YouTube. That's his YouTube channel. And then SaundersMachineWorks.com for all his machining products. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time.